gotta be totally honest because this world has kind of beat me down to an extent. I have one thing I want. I have one problem in this life. It's not even really a problem. It's like, well, geez, I'm in this life. What is there to want? Oh, hey, there's this thing I want. I don't really see a reason to want any other thing. And, biology explains to me why I want this thing, so I don't need to question it. And, it's just all I want, all I care about. It's like, truly, truly. I see people going through life wanting things. They're like, I want this, I want that. It's like, okay, good for you, whatever. It's just like, but I only want the one thing. And it's just like, you'd think with such focus. No. But that's the thing about this world. You can't even just be like, by the way, I'm a man, so I mean, I would like some sex. I do offer a lot in return. Like, what I'm supposed to figure out what you want as like, I'm pretty, I'm pretty talented. Why don't you just fucking tell me? Cause like, here's what I want. Everybody knows what a man wants. That's easy. So just like, I'll present my list of problems. I have these ejaculatory fluids that need to go into some sort of hole on a woman, It's like, the titties also, I mean, I know they just bring me such great joy, so I mean, getting titties and just boom, boom, I'm taken care of. You know? Like, it's just like, what do I offer? It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm really good at like anything. Just like fucking specify a goddamn thing. It's like, I mean, like what I want is so minimal and simple and I can do fucking anything. It's like, this should not be a struggle ever. I can't even talk about how it's a struggle. Oh, you can't admit that you can't get laid. Then you'll be a loser. And then you won't get laid. Well, like, dude. Like, everybody's just this, like, clueless fuckhead, and I'm always helping people with, like, this simple shit. And women, like, when they talk, their thought process is just like, it's always going in circles and never doing anything. And it's like, alright, would you like me to, like, knock you out of your circular thought pattern, woman? So, like, tell you how to fix this problem? We live in this world. It's like, you should care about women's personalities, so you should listen to them. You should care what they have to say. And it's like, well, I mean, I only want one thing. And I mean, women's thoughts are just incongruent with anything I could care about. And it's just the things they talk about. It's like, listen, hey, I'm glad you have these things that are interesting to you, but they're not interesting to me. No, I'm only interested in one thing. I'm a man. It seems like things should be simple, but everything is just this constant fucking around. But that's the point. That is the point. Where does consciousness come from? What's the mystery of it? I don't know. I'm not a fucking philosopher. I'm just a man who wants to fuck. The problem is, it's like, this is so unavailable. I've got to just like figure out the nature of goddamn reality to get my dick wet. I'm a good-looking guy. Like, I got these abs, I mean, I'm looking at, I see myself in the mirror, and it's like, it's pretty sexy. I mean, no, it's like an endless puzzle. Just whatever I'm doing, it's just like, oh, you know what? I'm one of those women that likes the opposite. But there are a lot of women who like what you're doing right now, Ray. You just gotta find one of those. Dude, no, every woman I encounter is one of the ones that doesn't like what I'm doing, so I better do something else. Do something else. Meet a woman, she's like, oh man, I actually like this thing. And it's like, that's what I was just doing. Why is it that whatever I'm doing, it just so happens to be, the reality teases me. It's like, I've got to figure out this reality. Just based on, like, if this reality was legitimate, like, it just doesn't make, there's a puzzle here. I'm a sexy man. I don't have things distracting me from the one thing I want. So I'm not like, oh, geez, I want a nice car. I'd like a house. You know what? I would like to be a respected scientist. I want to apply the mysteries from I don't want any of that shit. I just do that shit in my spare time because I can't be doing the one thing I do want to do. It didn't fucking. So, you know, just fucking investigating things, solving the problem, just fucking doing every goddamn thing in the motherfucking world except for the one fucking thing I want to do. This is how you get this, you know, this is how you get like a universe created. Just get a guy, get really horny. It's just like make him horny and sexy. It's like, man, I'm this horny, sexy guy in a world full of women. What the fuck? That's a mystery.